Hi, everybody. This is Lee, and I'm signing in to make another clarifying statement. This time it's about Abraham Lincoln. I wanted to make sure that people realize that Abraham Lincoln did not start the Republican Party. I've been seeing that a lot online, and I think it's because that there's been sort of massaging of history regarding Abraham Lincoln, the Republican Party, and the concept of how to start a third party movement that people have been kind of revising a little bit and massaging history to the point that people are now having the misunderstanding that the Republican Party was built around Abraham Lincoln, and it was not. The Republican Party was a minor party, considered a third party, with several other third parties. It was a minor party among minor parties. And it was actually formed around an idea, not a man, not a personality. It was a party that had an idea, a strong idea, the abolishment of slavery, certainly the expansion of slavery into new territory. Okay, so the Republican Party was founded in the northern states in 1854 by anti-slavery activists, the abolitionists, people who wanted to modernize the North American economic system. These were ex-Whigs, people who no longer wanted to be Whigs. They exited from the Whig Party. Ex-Free Soilers, or people who were Free Soilers. And then also people who exited from the Democratic Party. They exited from the Democratic Party because of its support for slavery. And so all of these small minor party movements or factions organized and underneath the Republican Party, and that became the principal opposition to the Democratic Party. And also the Know Nothing Party. Anyway, the main cause was the opposition of the Kansas-Nebraska Act, which repealed the Missouri Compromise, which kept slavery out of Kansas. That they wanted to, some joined because they wanted to stop slavery altogether. They saw it as an evil system. And some joined the Republican movement because they wanted to stop the expansion of slavery any further than it had already gone. And so, again, the Republican Party formed in 1854. They had their first town meeting in March of 1854. And so that's when the party formed. However, Abraham Lincoln himself, even in late 1854, ran as a Whig under the, their party banner for the U.S. Senate. So Abraham Lincoln was still a Whig, a member of the Whig Party running for office, even as the Republican Party already formed and was organizing. And so anyway, the Republican Party had the statewide convention, and they officially declared their opposition to the expansion of slavery into new territory. So again, this party was not built around a man. It was built around an idea, an ideology, a philosophy, or a political platform of opposition to slavery. And they had the slogan, free labor, free land, free men, free soil, things like that. And so they wanted to contain the expansion of slavery. They had their first convention in 1856, and then John Fremont ran as the first Republican nominee for president in 1856. Again, the party was not formed around Abraham Lincoln. It was John Fremont who was the figurehead, the first figurehead for the party. This is 2 years into their existence. His slogan was free soil, free silver, free men, Fremont, and victory. And so, of course, we know that Fremont's bid for the presidency was unsuccessful. They did not win their first time out. But they established a strong base. Their first run for president greatly increased their organizing and strengthened their base. And so they dominated in New England, New York, and the northern Midwest. They had a strong presence, basically in the North. Virtually no support in the South, though, where they were denounced. And so there was a realignment with the voters into the third party, and John C. Fremont's strong run was part of that, and that it demonstrated that the Republican Party was beginning to dominate. And then in 1858, by 1858, the Republicans did dominate nearly all the northern states. They came to power, of course, in 1860. They won both houses of the Congress, and then, of course, the White House with Abraham Lincoln as the president. And then the rest is history. But that's just to show that, again, this minor party did not form into a major party by focusing on a top-down strategy of idolizing one man. It was not formed around a man. It was formed around a movement. It was formed around an idea. And so seeking out one figurehead is not how they managed to do it. Abraham Lincoln did not form the Republican Party. It was not formed around him. It was formed around an idea that that was beyond any one man. So I just want to make sure that that's clear, that people should really be careful in making assumptions or reading kind of a statement and then kind of using that as our historical research. That it's important to know and have an idea of political history, so as to, when you're trying to use that to justify new history, really look at it closely to see if the justification is based in actual facts. Good luck.